Today we get into the beginning of the pyrotechnics, and in here when I play it through quite slowly, you will discern the challenge that I discern, which is what the heck is the melody that we really ought to be picking out or listening to anyway. And when I listen to different interpretations, different pianists play it differently. So if you've listened to the Rubinstein recording that I put in the previous comment section, there's a very clear, it's in the right hand side. But you see, in left hand side, what interests me is all these really beautiful, very Chopin-esque chords. So you have that again. It's not, that's so much more boring. So that yearning quality which I talk about very often in Chopin comes a lot in chords like that, and you know, and it goes like this. So you see it go dum 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 dum. It's this pathos, this despair, this you know, and that's all going on in the left hand, which you're not even really supposed to be paying out a huge amount of attention to. And this is partly one of my frustrations being a musician, and especially being, well, my third strength top strength is individualization. So that's sometimes too much of a good thing, as you would hear with me. I was doing strength finder coaching with you, that very often sometimes you don't necessarily know when a particular strength of yours, in this case individualization, which in this particular case means that I can really pick out these, you know, details, actually ends up being too much of a good thing. Ends up being that I miss the forest for the trees because I'm so busy paying attention not only to the trees but to the individual leaves and the colors of each individual leaf and the shape of each individual leaf. And I'm very aware of that as a fault, you know, that I end up maybe missing the overall shape of a piece. But you know what? That's kind of part of the fun anyway, you know. And for me, notes aren't just notes. They aren't just there to fill a function. And especially when you get to writing like this, which to me is very efficient writing. And what I mean by that is that the notes feel to me to be just right. Not too many, not too few. So every single note has a specific place. So I'm just going to play you a little bit of this presto con fuoco bit, and then you can hear how much detail actually goes into a very fast passage that's normally played so quickly you will miss out on all these details. So on the right hand side, it goes, oops. So it goes up and down. I'm going to play both bits, okay? So you've got, that was that bit, okay, and then it changes and into it modulates into a G minor from A, it goes down to G. And already in this first section, you can hear there's a lot of ups and downs, going ups and downs. There is a sense of compression because you have they're almost crossing over here, and then Chopin splits you back out again. He doesn't just split you out with whatever, it goes in ripples. So it ripples in like that, and then ripples back out again. And that's supposed to be going crescendo, which is loudly, and this is where I regret my lack of technique, because I can't pick out the shifts and dynamics as well as a professional player can. But it's supposed to start out soft, and then it builds you up to this, and it crunches you back down again. But what you don't realize, and what you will never hear unless you actually read the score, is he starts it, the first one, and then here he actually brings it up, the next one. So in fact he's cranking it up one additional level up. So, and then he brings us right up, and then he gives you 2 bars of it. So here on the left hand side, you have this wonderful melody that's going. Isn't it lovely? And in most places, it's just not heard. It's just a bunch of chords that just provide underpinning to the sparkly bit which is happening, and the right we're just. So, and that is another very nice progression where you go. Da, 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 and that leads you from and to the left hand. So you hear the dun, dun, dun. It's almost a bit of a question. So you've gone from two very similar passages. The first one, oops, which is an A, and then he brings the whole chunk into G. He hears a slightly different quality, and then it goes, and then it changes. I'm going to stop this here and I'll continue on.